Yes.
Gotta multiply by our distance. What's our distance?
80 times.
What is it?
100.
How about 100?
Yeah.
What is our distance from our pivot point? That's what it's asking. Our distance from the pivot point. In this case, 100 feet.
I found a method that's way easier.
Moment
That
T,
only works for like
we've got
a few of the problems.
300 pounds.
Does it work on this one?
I don't know.
And our distance from B to the pivot point, 20 feet.
I don't think it does.
I'm gonna look back on this.
I don't think it does. Because you've got...
This one? So there's our B and our moment D. 625. And 20, 40, 80. 80 feet. There's our equation. Now we can go ahead and calculate for our EY. Okay, you solve for that, multiply it out. We're not going to go over the order of operations. You should know that. You're going to get our EY is equal to 560 pounds. There it is.
Oh.
Okay, hurry up, write this down. I'm deleting it because we're going to solve for RAY. Yeah.
Is 300 pounds supposed to be negative?
No, because remember I put positive and negative.
Yeah, see, this is different, though.
That's the way I go. You can do it
So
how you
I don't
want,
think it works.
but I put all positives on one side, negatives on the other
Actually,
side. Just the way of double checking myself.
How come I left so much space?
So,
I don't know.
that's how we calculate for reactionary forces aren't there.
I said the videos.
Alright, so now, we can solve for RAY. Okay, and again, you got to remember, some of the moments are going to equal 0, and then some of the forces in the same direction will equal 0.
Why?
So in this case, we have REY going up, RAY going up,
See this triangle?
300 pounds going down,
Same exact
625
thing,
going
except
down.
there's 2 of them.
So,
Maybe.
again, you can put your plus
I'm
and
just not
minuses
sure
on
about
both
this one,
sides,
though.
or on either side.
What did they say?
Again, if the force is going up, is it positive or negative? If it's going down, it is
Negative.
It's not the thumb rule. It's just up or down. It's Cartesian coordinate system. Alright, so we got RAY plus 560, 300 plus 625. We can solve for RAY. Okay, it's the difference. Whatever's holding up. Alright, and for that you should get
Negative.
365 is what you should get.
It's definitely going to be negative.
Alright. Got Book of Mormon songs in my head all day.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Was it hilarious?
Very inappropriate at parts.
I really want to see that.
You need parent consent. Definitely.
Yeah, I have. I've been trying to get them to get.
I would highly recommend.
I'm 17.
So technically you can't get in without it, but you say.
No one checked any ID.
You look.
They say I look 25, so it's all good.
They told me that.
Yeah.
I've got a very...
Alright. So we're going to do one more. We're just going to break up one pivot point and you should be able to know the rest. We already kind of already did a pivot point earlier.
They won't.
But in this case we're going to go a little more in depth about it. So let's focus.
Weak in the knees.
Back in the
We're going to focus
day.
in right here.
And weak in the D.
We're focused at point A.
Oh, man.
This does work. The most convoluted douche.
Alright, so we've got point A.
300 is right.
We've got 0 working here. This is FAB. This is, what was it, C there? Yeah. FAB.
But you need to find the distance between A
We've
and
got
C.
365
Find the
working
distance
there.
between A and C.
Okay?
So you do the same
We're not
thing.
worried about
Okay.
the 300 here.
The distance
The
between these
300
two
was
is
really
600.
worried about getting the reactionary forces. We're worried about what's acting
Right.
on that point there. Okay?
Oh, wait. Oh.
He's solving right now.
Right off the
He's
bat,
gonna solve it right now.
we've got FAB here. I know it's kind of hard to see.
He's solving for the entire FAC.
Because look, these are two.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Alright.
Just delete it.
Now, with FAB,
Do you see it
okay,
before?
we've got two forces right there, an X and a Y, correct? So we can break it up. Get FABY, FABX. Okay?
I see that.
So, if we were to solve for FAB, oh, this is 45 degrees, this is 45 degrees as well. Alright, if we were to solve in terms of FABY, okay,
Yes.
remember, FABY is going to be equal to what?
365?
424.3.
Technically, yeah. But in terms of this, okay, we've got FABY and FAB. So we want sine, cosine. Can't do which one?
Cosine. Is the answer 424.3?
Oh,
Probably should figure out.
And really, it doesn't
that
matter
way,
if
but
it's 45 degrees. Technically, it doesn't matter. But let's go in terms of this one. So in this case, FAB,
I
and
like it.
this, we want sine and cosine. If we're using this 45 degrees, we're solving for this and this. We've got the acute and the hypotenuse.
cosine.
So
Adjacent.
cosine of 45 is equal to
Why? Because this is
Q is
FAB.
FAB.
Why? Right.
Oh, I know.
y
So
over
if this is
FAB.
right, I love my life.
Alright? So again, FABY, we simplified it, would equal let's just get rid of this and we'll put it under it. Makes more sense.
Baby.
FABY, baby, is equal to cosine 45 times FAB. Okay? That's how we calculate that one. FABX
What's
equal to, in
FABX?
this case, sine 45
So on this.
FAB.
Yeah, it should just be this.
This.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah.
Now, the sum of all forces
Tell me
is
that that
going to
doesn't
equal
look
0,
like-
correct?
It does.
So, we have to list our x and our y forces. We can actually make this bigger now. This is the last thing we're going to do, and then we'll go over the last touch of the question and the rest of the piercing gears. So let's list our forces. We've got our x and our y direction. Okay, in our x direction, we've got 0 going to the right, FAC going to the right, and we've got FABX.
Someone tell me what the answer is.
Alright? For the y direction, we've got 365 going up. And we've got FABY. Hey, what's going up?
So baby.
Okay, the reason why it's going up, we start at this point. Go up.
Negative 365.
How come we don't use the 300 pounds that are going down?
We use that 300 pounds to calculate
What
the
mode do you
reactionary
want it
force.
in?
Points
What,
A and G.
what
So we
mode
don't
do you
want
want it
it
in?
to
Radians or
kind
degrees?
of Backtread on us.
Okay.
We don't want to put it twice.
Degree.
Alright, so there it is. Now,
think we should use point A.
some of the
G,
forces,
There isn't a G.
but we should make it a G.
and in this case, we have less variables to deal with in the y direction.
P.
So we can go ahead and solve for the y. We got equal 0. They're both going the same direction. So we can add them up and equal them to 0, correct? So let's go ahead and add them up and equal to 0. So in this case, take a look. We've got 365 plus FABY, which we calculated is cosine of 45 times FAB.
I see what you're doing there.
That's
I don't think I did.
0.
I can't. I don't think it works for this.
Alright? Divide it, calculate it.
I think it does, but
Correct,
you just gotta
365
modify it
divided
a
by
little bit.
cosine of 45. Okay? What are you going to get?
Um, 365 divided by cosine. Negative 365 divided by cosine 45.
Okay, negative 560.
So to
Did you take the negative? Alright, so it's a negative. In this case, you could write a negative or you change the arrow direction. Alright. But in this case, in the test, there will be a negative answer. Okay? I'm calculating a negative answer there, so I'm not going to have you change the arrows in the test. Alright, so now we can use that to calculate for x, the last little bit of this. In this case, you got to equal them up to 0. They're all going the same direction.
I'm 4 off.
Sum of the forces in the x direction need to equal 0. We've got 0 plus FAC, which we're calculating,
wanted to see.
and plus FABX.
This is way too complicated.
Alright?
It's gotta be so.
So we know what FABX is. We solve for it right here.
who's that?
Then let's
We're not even done with it. We're done
erase
with
this
like
real
half
quick.
it.
I know.
Sad.
So we've got 0. Well, that's going to not get me through.
Is it sine of 45 over FAB, or is it just like that FAB?
It was times it. I had it smaller. Sorry.
Oh.
0 plus FAC, which we'll calculate, plus, in this case, FABX, which is sine 45 times negative 516. It's going to equal 0. So in this case, we can move FAC over. So we get technically a negative FAC equal to sine of 45 negative 516. Calculate that out. You get a positive 365. Oh, no, hold on. Well, let's calculate it out. You guys calculate it?
Let's see, double it. So we got negative 1,032 for root 2.
You're gonna get a positive.
Yeah. Over 2. Yeah.
There it is.
So you divide back again. So negative 516.
364.40.
Because that root 2's on the bottom. Then to get rid of that root 2, you multiply.
Usually in those situations like this, especially when you have a 45-degree angle, when you have a 45-degree angle, this force will really be close to this